Do you know about the ghost doll that makes animals howl in the dead of night? Her name is Violet, and her porcelain eyes have watched every creature scream before silence takes over again. It all began in a small English village when a hunter found an old chest buried beneath a twisted willow tree. Inside, wrapped in a decayed lace blanket, lay Violet, her cracked porcelain smile still gleaming through the dirt. The hunter brought Violet home, unaware that from that night on, every dog, cat, and even the crows began howling and screeching whenever the doll was near. At midnight, the hunter's dog scratched at the door, whining as if it saw something that humans couldn't. The moment he picked up Violet, the howling outside stopped instantly. When he looked back at Violet, her eyes were no longer facing forward, they were turned toward him. The next morning, the hunter was found lifeless, his mouth open as if frozen mid-scream. The doll was sitting calmly on his chest, her hand resting over his heart. After his death, Violet was taken to a local church, where priests attempted to bless her, but even the candles refused to stay lit. An old nun revealed the doll was created in 1893 by a grieving mother who lost her daughter named Violet. She poured her sorrow, and something darker, into the porcelain. The doll was meant to bring Violet's spirit back. Instead, it brought something else, a restless soul that feeds on fear. Animals can sense her presence because she emits an ancient frequency, a vibration only living souls can feel. Wevershik Havel, Zusem Tingapon, Dok Sky, Ketsis, and burst doobdet from the sky. Years later, Violet was placed in a museum in London. Within hours, every animal nearby began howling in unison, echoing through the city's streets. Visitors reported hearing whispers from behind the glass. Can you hear them cry? Security cameras captured something unbelievable, the doll's head turning toward the moon before every alarmed animal started screaming at once. The footage was banned from public release after several viewers fainted from watching it. One worker cleaning the display noticed that Violet's reflection didn't match her real position. It was smiling when she wasn't. Moments later, he vanished without a trace. Only his mop and a puddle of blood remained. Violet was shipped to multiple collectors. Each met the same fate, eerie animal behavior followed by sudden death. Experts tried sealing her in lead, burying her in salt, even burning her, but Violet always returned, untouched. Psychics claim Violet collects souls through sound. The cries of animals act as her bridge to the living. Each howl strengthens her, each tear fuels her return. In 2021, a paranormal investigator recorded the doll in an abandoned mansion. Seconds after he whispered her name, every animal in the nearby village began to wail. He tried to escape, but his camera kept filming even after he dropped it. The last frame showed Violet standing by the doorway. If you stare into her eyes long enough, some say you'll hear the faint echo of a wolf howling behind you. Others claim to see their dead pets' faces reflected in her glass pupils. Today, Violet is kept in a sealed glass case at a secret facility in London, with no animals allowed within a mile radius. Guards report hearing faint scratching at night, coming from inside the case. Despite the lockdown, footage occasionally surfaces online, grainy clips of Violet blinking. Some say she's no longer in the vault. Some say she's already been sold again. One collector bragged about owning Violet. Days later, his pets vanished, and his house filled with the sound of wolves crying in his walls. He destroyed every camera but one photo survived. In it, Violet was no longer sitting, she was standing. Now, locals whisper that Violet's curse has spread through recordings. Even hearing her name might be enough. If your pets start howling tonight, maybe it's already too late. So, if you ever see a doll with cracked porcelain cheeks and violet eyes, don't touch her. Don't even say her name aloud. Because Violet doesn't just haunt homes, she hunts those who believe. And right now, as you're hearing this, maybe she's already listening. If your lights flicker, or your pet's whine suddenly turn off the screen, it might save you. Because Violet's curse feeds on fear, and she's hungry tonight. Like if you dare, and follow for more haunted stories. But remember, don't listen if you hear the howling.